What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. In our last video, firing up the Honda was a successful failure. Let me explain. After reviewing the bike, I have found about 4 problems with it, which is why I told you yesterday it was a successful failure. I successfully started the bike, but failed to keep it running for a long period of time. Let me explain. First, I noticed an exhaust leak. I checked the pipe up under here. Where'd it go? There it is. I checked that, make sure it's tight, and it's good. That's sealed. But then if you look real close, you see a nut that's just barely hanging on there. You see the exhaust flange? Yeah, I put a little arrow pointing at it right there. And then on the other side of that, if you look close enough, I didn't even tighten up that one either. So I got 3 of the pipes. I got 3 out of the 4. I can't believe I missed this one. So that's where my exhaust leak was coming from. So my first thing I'm going to tackle is this. I'm going to tighten that up. The second thing I noticed yesterday was I had a lot of gas on the ground because I had this stain right here. Well, that is something just spraying down on the ground. Well, what's going on is that gas was coming from this pipe right here, and it's still actually a little wet. It's kind of shiny. You see that right here? So there's raw gas coming out the bottom, and it's coming out of that hole right there. Well, there's one hole here. You see a little drip right in front of you? Yeah, that's raw gas. Not cool. And then there's another one right there. That's for this pipe. The problem yesterday was it's just dumping gas out of this side for a couple reasons. After it ran for a few minutes, or after it ran for a little bit, I grabbed the pipe. This side was warm. This pipe was warm. I grabbed this one. This one was cold. This one was cold. So that's telling me that these 2 cylinders on this side, they're not firing. They are getting gas. All that gas is being pushed out and just dumping on the ground. Whenever the engine runs, it forces it to just pump and just throw that gas out on the ground rapidly. Not cool. So I need to address the ignition system on both this side, this one, and this cylinder. The third thing I noticed was my carburetors. These things in here. These are also leaking. I think I had like 2 carburetors leaking, and I'm not really happy with that, because that means that I would have to take everything back apart again. I'd have to take the intake manifold back off just so I can access the carburetors again and get that fuel to stop leaking. I don't know what happened. It could be a bad seal. I don't know, but I gotta find out. Because the last thing you want is a bunch of gas leaking down, and as it leaks, it'll find its way to that hot exhaust manifold. It'll catch on fire, and then this entire bike is a giant fireball. That's not cool. And then I need to, I gotta mount this over here on the side. There's little tabs. I'm gonna mount this. I gotta mount the flash relay. And another thing I noticed was when it was running yesterday, it wouldn't shut off even when I hit the shut off. So I gotta check my wiring on this and chase it down and see if I missed something, because that's not cool, guys. I don't know if it has something to do with, you know, things I didn't plug in. I don't know yet. But one step at a time, one problem at a time. But like I said, yesterday was a successful failure. I successfully got the bike to start, but I failed to allow it to keep running on its own. So, time to get back to work and try to fix these problems, starting with that exhaust leak. Alright, so let's see if it sounds any different. I got the ignition turned off over here. I'll turn the key on like this. I got lights. And then it's quieter. And then that fuel coming out down here. Supposed to work and it's not. There's my pressure. There it is. I got it. I wonder. So let me go under first. Oh, neutral. That's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Well, all right then. I was right. I was right. Yes. Yes. I was so right. Ugh. Okay. Okay. I got a few more things I gotta work out, but the smoking that you see over here, it's probably some of the oil that was left from before when I was cleaning it. That's just burning off. Man, that just idles so smooth. There's raw gas coming out of this one. I gotta figure that out. Oh man, I'm so happy about that. I got my clutch. I got it. I got full power. I let it go and it pulls it back out. That's what it's supposed to do. Is whenever you go to pull this in, you let it go and it pulls it back. What happened was those clutch plates were actually froze together. They were stuck together. But once you put heat to it and get the engine spinning and rip it a couple times. Oh man, I got my clutch. Oh, that means I don't have to tear into it. Yes. Oh man. Okay, all right. Enough excitement. I gotta start putting the rest of this back together. Let me figure out what's going on with the ignition part, and we'll go from there. Let's see what is this? That's warm. That's warm. That's a hot pipe. That's kind of warm. I gotta figure out the ignition and see what's going on here. All right, let me figure it out. Yes! Yes! I got most of the bugs all worked out. Most. But I still have a lot to work with. I just aired up the tires. I want to take it for a little test run down the street and back and see how it acts. It's a long way from road ready, but it should function just fine. Alright, so here we go. First time on the road. Aha! First time on the road in 8 years. Oh, this is very new. Yeah, it's missing. Ooh, them brakes are good. This thing has got power. I gotta work on that clutch too because it's still slightly engaged. Yeah, this thing's got power. Oh my God. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Say I need to fix that. Yeah, see, I gotta adjust this here so I can get it out of gear. For some reason it just doesn't want to let go. So I'm gonna make some more adjustments on this, but it's got a little bit of backfiring. That's kind of expected. Like I said, it's still got a ways to go, but it's somewhat rideable. But I'll tell you right now, this thing has got power, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Oh, I only got it to second gear. I didn't even bother looking at the speedometer. But yeah, looks like I've got myself a radiator leak here, so I'm probably gonna have to replace the radiator altogether. Don't mind the smoke, it's just oil and stuff from before all burning off. Yeah. Alright, I can work with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. I'm happy at this point. I mean, it's riding, or it's running. I'm pretty sure when I was riding, y'all heard a little bit of the backfiring thing. That was just that's misfire. So I will be addressing that later on. I don't know if it's a spark plug or if it's the ignition coil. I don't know, but I will definitely be addressing that here in the near future. Just not right now. I got a fuel leak I need to address, so I will definitely be taking care of that. All I know is that the fuel is leaking from this carburetor right here, this first one. So I don't know exactly what I did wrong. It's possibly a gasket didn't seal right. Story of my life. What? Man, I'm happy about it. I really am. So anyway, if you guys happen to like the content of this video, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, y'all take it easy. I love you. Bye.